The batter, number 5. Designated hitter.
Here's Corey Seager. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Stepping in now, Yasiel Puig. And he puts it on the ground to second. A bare hand for one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
The catcher, number 9.
Ready for another chance? Yasmani Grandal. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. From the stretch. Line drive to center field. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice swing.
Here's Brian Dozier now. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
The 0-2 home. Hit on the ground out to short. Over to Altuve for the force, and that'll be that. But the Dodgers. So striding in, Alex Bregman is coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
And another foul ball. Another one sent foul. The 0-2 once more. Popped him up. Turner in foul ground. Makes the play, 1 away. So here's the cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. High in the air out to center field. In there, a base hit. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
This is the type of production they were expecting for this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossom.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Kershaw comes set. Here's the 0-1, fouled off. Correa stands at second with 2 gone. Now this pitch is popped up. Playable for Grandal behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory. Number 63 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 63.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Jock Peterson. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Lifted the other way to left center. Gonzalez arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down. Striding in, Justin Turner. He flew out in his last at bat. 7 runs, 13 hits, and 3 errors for these guys so far this afternoon. Hard ground ball to third. Bregman fields it cleanly. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The batter, number 8, shortstop.
Here's Manny Machado now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch on its way. No balls and 1 strike. 7 runs, 13 hits, and 3 errors for these guys so far this afternoon. Line drive base hit. And he's able to get back in there at first safely.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Standing in now, number 13. But a good play by the first baseman to spear. Striding in for Houston, Tyler White. He singled his last time.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He was a ground out victim last time up. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Now batting, catcher,
digging in, Martin Maldonado. No hits to this point, and he fouls this one off. Reddick leads off first with 1 away. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. On to second, but the throw is wide.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter giving that bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
And he falls behind 0-2. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Hit on the ground to third. A tag for 1. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. Second and third, 2 away. And he popped him up. Weed coming on. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Peterson has a read on it. And that ends the inning. 2 left for the Astros. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Cody Bellinger will stride in again. And before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Turned on down the line. That gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
number 5.
Striding forward now is the DH, Corey Seager. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. He's set and the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
To In now is Yasiel Puig. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught.
Well, when you leave a pitch that high in the zone like that, you have to
big swing by Puig and a ball sent to deep left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well. That base hit was
screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal,
as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play.
He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 0-1 pitch. This is well struck, high and deep toward the left field corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Here it comes, 0-2. Grounded up the first baseline. Now a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The next 0-2. Popped him up. Bregman in foul ground. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Here's Brian Dozier now. He went deep back in the fifth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. Gonzalez is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Over now, they'll apply the tag between second and third. It's a careless double. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. Fouled away. Here's Kershaw with another 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Locks him up for strike 3. Stepping in, Carlos Correa. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. And it's fouled away. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Around first, digging for 2. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. Correa takes the turn at third. He wants it all. Safe at the plate as they inch back here, but there's still a ways to go.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now.
He swings and grounds it to short.
Taken in by Machado. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Well, that's always the danger when you've got a lead that's this big. You know there's not a lot of doubt about the outcome of the game, so you lose focus a little bit in the field. And sometimes as a player, you try to trick yourself into playing like it's a close game so you stay sharp.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel as he rips it on the ground to second. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
This could have been much worse for the first baseman here. He goes up for the throw, leaving his feet, and exposes himself to a potentially devastating collision because the throw was down the first base line. He's lucky he didn't get taken out right here.
Popped high in the air.
And there's the second out as he squeezes it while standing on the mound.
Great scoring opportunity missed right there. You talk about frustration, popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
Bellinger is going to have room out there as he puts this. So digging in now, Jock Peterson. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. No balls and a strike to count.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And no one will track it down. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
The windup and the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, Manny Machado. Here's Machado with a drive. Well hit to deep left field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A 2-run home run for Manny Machado as they've widened this lead to 8 now. This one has turned into a slugfest of Ruthian proportions. 7 combined big flies. You guys remember seeing anything like that in a while?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I prefer to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Line towards center field. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the 2nd out. Here's Corey Seager. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Gonzalez moves over, and that's the 3rd out. Standing in, Martin Maldonado, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Gone! A solo shot here to left, but they still face a 7-run deficit.